All right, Water Cooler Boys here, episode 3. We were just talking kind of like growing up, what's the names you were called by your friends and family and just whatever. Like, and I was explaining how, when I was young, like you could tell the age of how long I've been friends with somebody. Like my boy, one of my buddies, Gaetano. We've been friends since we were 5 years old. Played t-ball together, played high school baseball, football, little league, everything together. We're boys. Like when he sees me, it's Code Dog.
Code Dog?
Code Dog. That's what everybody called me back in the day. And then, like, even one of my buddies had an unfortunate accident where he had major, like, brain injury. And, like, he was almost like his, like, memory was, like, transported back with lack. So, like, he would say things. He would ask questions of, like, no, buddy, that happened 8 years ago. And he'd be like, okay. And whenever he'd see me, what's up, Code Dog? And, like, it was sad, but it was cool because it was like that's what he knew me back then. But as I grew up, it was like C-Run. C-Run took over when everybody started calling like baseball players like A-Rod, A-Rod, that thing. And then my high school baseball teammates started calling me C-Run, and that's where I got that. And then I think and then the big C-Run is a whole nother story. But like it's been C-Run for me. What about you?
For me, everyone used to call me Tree because I was always just tall and skinny.
What?
I was literally a stick, and I was always taller than everybody
Still
else.
are a stick.
So if like homeboys from back home came to visit, they'd be like, "What's up, Tree?"
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be Tree. Well, it was like basically from college on. High school, it was more just like Halid, just last name. But when I got to college, it was like Tree stuck from then on.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What about
But
you?
hold on, I got a question though. Like, out of 100, let's just say 100 people you never knew him, right?
Never knew.
Out of 100, how many are calling you Khalid?
73.
You think that? I think it's more.
Probably more.
It took him forever.
Yeah.
I would tell him, I'm like, bro, it's Halid.
His name's Tyler Halid.
He would get the
But I used to
Tyler
call
Khalid.
It's spelled Hallead. So I thought it was Halid. So we were playing this professional wiffle ball league out here in Vegas, and I'm one of the announcers. J-Dub announced. These guys both announce now, but in the beginning he didn't. And I would say Tyler Halid, because I didn't really know him then. And then I got told it's salad with an H.
Yeah, it's Halid like salad.
Yeah, salad with an H.
The word throws you off is like Halid would be Hallad. Like if it was that, it'd be Halid all the time. But that E, it just makes it.
But now I don't mess it up once But I had to slam that into my head.
We spent a softball team together all the time, and I called him Khalid religiously.
And I never corrected
because it's one of those ones where, like, obviously you speak from personal experience, but it's messed up so much that, like, it's pointless to keep correcting because you can do it all day long. Halid. It's Halid. It's Halid. It's not Khalid. You know what I mean?
What did your boys call you growing up?
Just Wilson. Like, my name's Jonathan, but, like, Johnny used to be my name throughout high school.
Johnny?
Yeah.
And I don't see you as a Johnny.
And then it turned
John or John.
And then it turned into Wilson because of baseball. And then Wilson was it forever. And then again, the professional football.
You know, that's my mom's maiden name.
Really?
My grandpa was Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, Wilson.
They were brothers.
My mom's maiden name's Wilson. Yeah.
Maybe me and you were brothers.
We're not.
Okay. Anyways,
could be related.
But yeah, no. And then we played in the professional football league, and Trench, one of the guys that announces, was like, "What's up, J-Dub?" And I was like,
"Yeah, that's all I know you as."
Like, that shit kind of stinks. I was like, "I'm rocking with that." And then it turned into Garden Glove J-Dub because I wear a garden glove as a batting glove. But yeah, J-Dub is just what everyone calls me.
Yeah, dude. When you're in sports in high school, like coaches always will yell your last name and stuff.
Right.
Me, never. All my coaches, Cody, and then they'd like write the starting lineup on like the defense, and it'd be like Garcia, Williams, Bruce Sherry, Uwala, Cody, and it would just be like everybody's names. And I was always just my first name by coaches. No one's ever called me like Runnels.
I always wondered, like, what if some dude played on a sports team and their last name was like Schwitzenheimer or some crazy shit like
Schwitzy,
yeah, right. Like that's where the short names start.
Yeah,
right?
has to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean that's we were going down that. But something else I want to talk about. So I was watching Remember the Titans the other day. Okay. Great movie.
Try to break your guys' heart for a
phenomenal movie.
You haven't seen it.
Just let me break your heart.
You don't like it or you haven't seen it?
I've never seen Remember the
Wow.
Oh my God.
Dude, you gotta
That's
watch
a whole nother topic.
That's like first movie on your list. Gotta watch.
But like, we'll get into it deeper after his conversation. But yeah, Cody knows I'm a horrible classic movies.
No.
But it made me think. So there's a scene where the starting quarterback for the Titans gets hurt, and then they have to bring in Sunshine, right?
Can't
as
make
the
that
backup.
pitch.
That's where
Right.
Sunshine's from?
Yeah, so Sunshine comes in,
Bro, what?
and he tells the left tackle, or he tells the guard, he goes, "Hey, let him through, and I'll take care of the rest." And he's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Trust me, just let him through." And he lets him through, lights up the dude, knocks their stud D tackle out of the game as the quarterback. And because the movie's about, if you don't know, remember the Titans. Everybody should know what it is.
Everyone knows
it's
except you.
basically back in the 70s, I think, a school integrating, so white players and black players playing together on a football team, only team in the area. And so some of the black guys walk up on the team after he does that, and they go, "Man, that's one bad white boy." And it made me think, like, what is the best compliment you could get as a white guy from like some brothers?
Sure.
And what would a compliment from a brother get from a white guy where it's like, that means I'm in, like I'm cool, like what's a good, like to me saying that's one bad white boy means like you're a dude.
Right.
I feel like when they call you white boy, like you're in. Like black people don't talk shit about white people by calling them like that white boy. Like it's always we all know the terms, but like be like, yeah, that's or like, damn, that white boy's good. Like that's
that
like
white boy.
It's like, okay, yeah, you're in. Like that's what that feels like. It's like think about when we watch football, like Cooper DeJean, when he made that pick, I was like, that's a bad white boy. You know what I mean? Like that white boy guys. You know, so I feel like that's already kind of a big compliment.
Yeah, when they said it in the movie, I was like, oh man, that's like.
But Sunshine, that's crazy. I used to play softball with the dude, and his nickname was Sunshine because he was a white dude with long blonde hair.
Yeah, that's from the movie.
I didn't know. I always thought that just was his nickname.
So the high school team takes place in Virginia, and Sunshine is a military transfer or whatever from Huntington Beach, California. And he has long blonde hair, and they're calling him a fruitcake and things like that.
He's got a cannon. He's got swag.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they call him Sunshine because he's from California.
For me, whenever I'm in an elevator, I'll run into people, and they're like, "You play basketball?" And like, if they're gonna ask me if I play basketball and I'm white, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're tall.
I know.
It's nothing to do with
it makes me feel good.
Yeah, but then when you say no, and they're like, all right, bro.
They're like wasted talent.
He's like, nah, I play baseball. Like, yeah, we thought so. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
What about you though? What's something if like a white person gives you a compliment? What's like, okay, I'm in.
You're very well, man.
That's crazy, Tyler.
What'd you say?
That's fucking
nuts. Cut that.
No, we're not cutting shit. He said, you're well mannered.
Oh, damn.
What is a good compliment? I'm trying to think. White people don't really like. What would be a good one? Damn, you're fast.
No.
No, I don't know. I really don't. Not top of the dome.
I don't know. It just hit me. That was like something I was.
It's actually a good food for thought.
Yeah.
What do you think, Joey? I know you're not on the camera, but you got anything?
I really don't know, to be honest. I've been thinking about it ever since you.
Yeah, when you said it, I've been sitting here trying to like, damn, what would be a good one?
It was one time I was a kid. I went to this basketball tournament in Compton, and I was the only white boy there.
Yeah.
And we won it, and I got tournament MVP, and it was like I was getting props, and I was like, it was like, that's a bad white boy right there, and that was like, I was like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, I feel like the stereotype. Well.
Right.
I'm not gonna say racism because I'm not opening up that can, but like it's usually the blacks or the color. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But them saying something about a white person versus the other way around. Normally, it's like you said, if a white dude comes into a basketball court full of black dudes, like everyone's gonna look at you like, who the fuck is this fucking dude? But then when you start hooping. And let's say you like hit a nasty crossover, they're like, "Damn, this white boy can hoop." And then now, like you're almost like in the brotherhood with them. You know what I mean?
I think my ultimate compliment would be like that's like my brother right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, to go off your story, so I played when I first moved to Vegas. I was 19. Yeah. I played basketball in high school, so I was still kind of like not away from the game yet. I went down to the 24-hour fitness on Tropicana, and I walked in, and
them runs are crazy.
It's mostly high school basketball players from like Vegas, and so we're playing, and like obviously no one picked me to be on their team. Like everyone's got next, but they don't want me to play. So finally I get picked, and like I make a couple threes, and they're like, "That boy Kevin Love."
So like that's when you know they're fucking with you. Like you're good with them now. Like But yeah, those runs on 24, just speak on 24. Them 24-hour finish, especially the one on Trop right there by the New Orleans, bro. Like, you're getting fouled. Like, there's no calling fouls.
Mine in California was it was if you were going to go hoop, Eastgate. it was this basketball court up at one of these communities, and there's 2 courts, and you had to win to stay on, and there was always dudes waiting. And then LA Fitness opened up in town, and then those runs were crazy,
bro. Like at that 24 specifically, like he said, if you call fouls, like just square up. Like there's no like, take it, check out. Like no, it's like, bro, you're a bitch. Like I didn't foul you. Like it's like, all right, bro. Like, and then it gets disrespectful. People just want to fight. Like you just gotta take, bro. There's people like shoving you into the wall. Like bro, it's crazy.
It's the same thing. It's weekend where I go to softball fields. There's dudes ready to fight.
No, but like it's like it's good runs though. Like it's fun to play because it's not. Like you ever played it like Lifetime Fitness? Where it's like it's tic-tac fouls. It's like, oh, he touched my arm. Like it's none of that. Like, you either can hoop or you can't hoop.
Yeah, it's kind of like the unwritten rules. Because like when I first moved down here, like I was like, okay, I'm the new guy. I'm not calling any fouls if I get hacked. I'm getting like drilled across the arm, hit in the head.
I mean, bro, you could be scraped with blood. Like, and they're like, I didn't foul you.
And my teammates are like, call a foul. I'm like, no. I'm gonna play through it because, like, as the new guy, you don't want to be the guy that's.
But it's cool too because it comes with mutual respecting. Where like I got him, like it's up top. You know what I mean? Like I got his arm.
Right.
Where like they'll just start. Like if you're like,
you gotta call
on yourself.
If people are just like, oh, he's hooping, like we're good. Like then they'll call their own fouls. You know what I mean? So
and then when it gets chippy, then nobody's calling fouls. And that's
then it's like I'm running out. I'm coming at you, bro.
It's just a matter of time before this thing pops up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's good. Well, what else? That's it for the show, guys.
Oh, we'll see you later. No,
thanks for watching.
No, me and Cody had a conversation the other day, and I'm curious in your opinion. So Cody said there was a dude that did, was it Road to 90? That was the name of what that person did? Golfing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he told me it took him a few years to get there, right? And I was like, what the hell, a few years?
This fool thinks he'll bust 90 in a year.
No, listen, hear me out. I said, Cody, if you genuinely, truly believe that if I trained and like practiced and did like golf lessons if I had to, like all this stuff, like there's no way I can do it in a year. He's like, absolutely not. I said, bro, you're out of your fucking mind. I said, I can do it. Give me 6 months, I'll be under 90. Like if I wanted to, I would get under 90 in a year. There's no way.
No shot.
Absolutely, I would.
He's talking about golfing. There ain't no shot you're getting.
You guys are nuts.
You've never played golf. You don't have your own clubs.
You're nuts.
There's no shot you're breaking 90 in a year.
You're out of your mind.
I'm not,
bro.
I rarely break 100.
Well, Joey,
and how long have you been playing?
Well, Joey, I'm naturally gifted, okay? That's the difference.
Yeah. Do you want me to respond?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Hold on. Before you respond, though, don't say no bullshit. Go ahead.
So, my honest opinion is in the first year, I don't believe you would break 90. However,
I don't think you'd break 100.
You guys are fucking insane.
However, there might be a course that you have potential to. So, like, here's the thing. Let me talk.
He could go play mini golf. He ain't hitting a 7-iron straight.
Stop. Listen.
Okay. Can I?
No. Listen. No. Stop.
I'm trying to help you.
You know how people say there's matchup proofs?
Let him say his thing.
I'll get to a point where I'm course proof. I'm shooting 90s all across.
You're just talking crazy. We're trying to have a real talk. Go ahead.
So in this last week, or last 2 weeks, Cody and I played. Where we play? Rhodes Ranch.
Yep.
We played. What was the other nice one?
Golf.
We played another decent one. With Kyle. Oh, the
Where do we?
Angel Park.
Angel Park.
So we played Angel Park and we played Rhodes Ranch, and I shot a 94 and a 92, and then we went and played Las Vegas Golf Club. Wide open fairways, not a lot of water, not a lot of traps. Like your ball can't get lost. And I shot an 82.
Oh, it can get lost on Las Vegas on Washington Boulevard.
Sure. So there are a few streets, but I'm saying like I made up 10 strokes just based on the course, and obviously I'd played for a third time and kind of got rolling. But like, I think if you played an easy golf course with not a lot of like traps and stuff, and not a lot of water, in a year, I think you could get close. I don't think you would break 90, but I think you would have like a comfortable round.
A legitimate course, not no Muni.
Sure.
Bro,
he isn't breaking 90.
No,
take me to TPC Summerlin in a year, I'm shooting 90.
I'm not breaking 90 there.
That's the difference between...
You ain't... I mean, I'd break 90 there, but you ain't.
I played TPC Summerlin for my bachelor party. I shot a 104.
That's the difference. I don't know what to tell you. It's a skill issue, Tyler. I'll figure it out.
I mean, he's trying to flex because we're on
a podcast.
No,
I'm not trying to flex shit.
There's
nothing to flex. If I wanted, it's a year. Like, you understand, if I spent every single day...
But you're not. I don't spend every day.
If there was a reason to do it, yeah, absolutely. If we place the wager, I'm doing it. I'm shooting 90 in a year.
I'm down to place the wager.
I'll place a wager.
I'll place a wager.
So we'll start April 4th. That's my birthday.
April 4th
April
to
4th to
April
April
4th.
4th, yes.
That
I'm
first-
shooting 100.
Hey, the first
I
one.
don't want to hear.
90, sorry, 90.
I don't want to hear no excuse that I didn't practice the number. I don't have like April 4th to April 4th. You will not.
You guys
You
got
will
to
not
follow
break a
along with
90.
that, too.
Yeah, we'll figure a wager out, but road to 90, J-Dub's coming. April 4th, 2026, we're shooting 88.
I want.
Okay.
I want. This is the wager I want. If you don't, I want the beard, everything gone.
Oh.
Gone, clean shave. I'm gonna take you go into your barber. I want a razor off your
Okay,
face.
and my wager.
Oh, hold on, I'm not doing two different wagers.
Yes, please.
I get a wager.
No,
for
that's our
2022?
wager. No, Tyler, that's our wager.
I was gonna say we get to choose his outfits for a month for the
like-
podcast. 4 episodes.
Yeah.
4 episodes. We get to choose your outfit.
So he gets to choose your outfits for
Bruh.
4 episodes, and I want the off. And then what do you want if you break?
I don't know, but we got a week. Next podcast we come back to you, we'll have an official wager. I'm going to give it a week to think about what I want to give you guys.
Okay.
Because the beard is crazy. With no beard, I look like a 12-year-old child.
Better break 90, player.
We're breaking it. I'm not worried.
Okay, you know what my favorite moment's gonna be? My favorite moment is when we go to the range for the first time, and his first 4 balls go 3 feet that way to the left, and he's gonna be like,
Well, 100%. That's how
I'll
it's
be
gonna
shocked
start,
if I'll be shocked if the club doesn't go flying out of his hand.
Right. Have you ever played ever?
Yeah, I shot around.
Okay,
It didn't go well.
sure.
At all.
Have you ever gone to the range or Top Golf or
Yeah,
anything?
I used to go tailor made twice a week with my friend Anthony, and then I stopped because I realized I was never going to be good. But I never was I'm going to be good at golf. I was just it's safe for me. But now all my friends, as I'm getting older, everybody's playing golf, so I'm well, I'm left the fuck out because I can't shoot straight to save my life.
Right.
So I'm gonna if I hit the driver. Listen, we went to TaylorMade a couple times.
The driver.
Let me tell you,
If my aunt had nuts, she'd be my
I
uncle.
understand that, but
Big
listen,
if.
in my lifetime, I'll say this: I've probably hit a driver 100 times. Right? Let's just say that 100 times in my life. Probably 12 of them went straight. But listen, them 12, them things have been roasted, brother. So if I could get that down to 50 out of 100, I'm breaking 90.
You're only gonna swing your driver maybe at most 14.
But that's my problem. That's my biggest. My irons, honestly, respectfully, were not bad. We can call Anthony right now. They were not bad. They were at least going where I wanted to. Yeah, I was way off on yardage and stuff, but I wasn't shanking these bitches left and right in the houses. They were still on track. I just took it. It took me a while to get down to the hole because I was, struggling to
What
get down.
course would you want to take him to?
That's another thing. You guys can't try to screw me and take me to some hard ass course.
We're not going to do TPC.
You said Summerlin, you'd shoot it.
I just said
let's
I know that's
the hardest
a
course in
perceived
Vegas.
Let's play Angel Park Mountain.
No, he ain't shooting.
It's pretty open.
Yeah, no, that's open.
Oh, you want,
he
you want
ain't
not Cloud 9, but it's
the palm.
What, that one's hard?
No, it's short.
No, they're just you ain't breaking it.
So here's where I think.
Okay, so now, hold on. So now
his best shot would be Las Vegas Golf Club.
Listen. So I'm saying I'm going to shoot a 90. I want you guys to respectfully give this and don't fuck around here.
I'm not.
Yeah.
In a year, what do you realistically think I could shoot? If I tried, let's just say I golfed
105.
actual rounds, I golfed twice a week. No, once a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah, let's say once a week. And I practiced at TaylorMade and just, worked
Once
on
or
stuff
twice a week?
Once or twice a week.
You're
In a year.
You're in a year.
105.
You're in the hundies.
Yeah.
Really?
If we're playing legit, we're gonna get on the tee. You spray one and you can't find it. That's a drop. Re-tee.
Right.
We're gonna play real. You ain't.
No,
breaking
yeah,
100.
absolutely. If there's
There ain't no mulligans. There ain't no. I'll just drop up here.
Hold on.
It's legit.
Well, here's where I think
Let me ask,
here's where you're gonna get into trouble. Is let's just say you hit your drive and it's in the fairway,
Yep.
and your second shot is close to the green, but it's in a bunker up to the right side.
Yep.
You can't really practice sand shots outside of the course.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, where?
There's practice. Well, I'll take them to Paiute. That's all that. That's all that.
But there's not a lot of places around where we live.
Usually at ranges you can find them, but yeah.
Okay,
you can,
but anyway, so
at TaylorMade, no.
let's say it takes you 6 shots to get out of the sand.
Yeah.
That's gonna just destroy the round right there. Maybe you get a 9 on
That's
that hole
not
or a
his
10 on
problem.
that
His
hole.
problem is getting off the tee.
That's the biggest problem in my opinion. I think
What if
so.
he
If
takes
I'm
iron?
driving and I just shank some shit left, that's a point or whatever.
If he's
So-
trying to win the bet, he might
So,
need to take
so
iron off.
if you hit driver off the tee
Yeah.
and it goes straight left, out of bounds, can't find it,
Right.
you can either re-tee and it's your third shot, or you go up close to where it went out of bounds, you drop, and then it's your third shot.
Fourth shot.
Fourth shot if you drop.
If
I
you
would
can't
lose-
find the ball,
I would lose 3 shots.
If you can't find the ball, the ball's gone. The only way you get it to be 3 is if you can find the ball.
Holy shit!
Oh, sure. Yeah.
If you can't find the ball,
right,
it's a 2-stroke. It's a 2-stroke penalty.
Unless you re-tee. If you re-tee,
if you re-tee, it would be.
So the first one would count as a 1, and then the 2-stroke would be.
So if you
second,
go out
third,
there and you're like, "Fuck, I
shot,
can't find my ball,"
I would be my 4th shot at that point.
If you drop farther up, yeah.
Holy
but if you re-tee,
shit.
it's 3. Yeah.
Where do you? So if you can't find your ball, then where do you drop at?
Where it
Usually
went
just,
out.
like, on a line.
But who's
where
going to be able to
it
know
went
where?
That's like the game. It's a
You
gentleman's
guess.
game. Like literally, I just watched. You got to call that stuff on yourself. But I've been in tournaments where guys are like, "I think I went out here," and the other guys are like, "Nah, bro, you went out back there." And it's like a discussion. It's like, "All right, are we good here?" And it's like, "Yeah, we're good there." And then they drop or whatever.
Listen, so like respectfully, like I'm talking on my ass because, but me as a competitive person, like.
Yeah, of course you want to give
to
it
get it through my mind that I couldn't shoot 90 after a year of just like. What's the percentage that someone could do it? That's never golf. What's the percentage?
Hold on. He opened my mind the other day because we were playing, and it was only my 3rd time playing since I used to play. So like I probably hadn't played in a year, maybe more. And this is our 3rd time playing, and he told because we got paired up with 2 other guys, and they were god awful. I mean, like this guy's trying to drive the ball, and he'd set up and he'd go. And then hit it. Like he almost like built up to his drive, right? And so I'm like, Jesus. And the other guy like takes like 45 seconds. He's like,
lefty hits it and he's like throwing his arm. He don't know. And I'm like, I was like, how often you guys play? They're like, oh, we play like once, twice a week.
So he was telling me like
they flew in. I'm sorry, go ahead. I cut you off.
No, you're fine. So basically, I was saying he was basically telling me like how I play the game, which could help with you too because you were a baseball player. Is I almost skip those steps in a sense.
Like there's a lot of people
because you have the natural feeling of
you're an athlete, you're a baseball player, so you could do it. For breaking 90 on a real course.
Like that's a good days of golf for an average.
There's courses I go to. There's days, and you know how much I play.
Yeah.
Where I'm over 90.
Really?
There's days.
Yeah, but like
the first time we played together, he was 92.
How many times a year would you say you golf? On a good year.
100?
No,
70?
There's no way.
60, 70 rounds?
Me?
You golf 100 times in a year?
Probably.
He probably does.
What?
That's a lot of fucking golf.
I mean,
That's sick. I would love to do that.
Once every 3 days? Every 3.5, 4 days?
So out of 100, how many times you shoot over 90? 5?
Yeah.
I could look up my scores.
Well, it's not that serious. Just kind of off the top of your head. Like 5 times maybe?
5 to 10.
In the last year, probably more than that.
Mm.
And then it's like you're talking about.
So what do you
like? Let's say you're practicing. You're like, I'm fucking dialed in. Like our boy Ethan Ibarra.
Yeah, there's days you just miss.
So listen, Ethan Ibarra has been shooting like even par under. He's telling me all his scores, and then he went to go play his first sanctioned golf tournament, right? And he's telling me his scores. He's loaded, and I go, first time we're playing a tournament, and I've caddied in PGA tournaments and everything, so I know the intensity of like any kind of tournament. And I was like, hey, I bet your knees are going to be knocking on that first tee. You're going to be nervous. And he's like, I think I'll be all right. And I'm like, you're going to be nervous, but all right, good, you know. And he went and shot a 94 or something, or a 92, and he was like, I completely shit the bed because he goes, I got to the first tee, I was nervous because it was a tournament, and it's like you're not expecting it, you're competing. It's like there's that. So now think about this: you're going to do this practice, and then we're going to have this moment, and you're going to be like, it's like on. Like for you, breaking 90s, winning the Masters. Like
right.
It's on.
That's like that's your.
It's gonna be.
That's my storm.
Even
that's your Normandy.
That's my Normandy.
That's your Normandy, dude.
Yeah.
Even if you like get your game dialed in, and you're like, today's the day. Like
it might not be.
So let's just say that day happens, right? Like
that's the pressure.
Ethan Ibarra's a stick.
You're gonna have to go through the pressure.
Stick. He's good, and he broke 90. He
but let's
shot
just
over
say.
90.
Let's just say that day comes, right? And I shoot an 88. Like, would you guys genuinely be like,
I'd be
fucking dope?
I'd probably pour the little cooler on the side of the cart right on top of you, like like you just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'd celebrate.
So, you think I'd be able to do
That's
it?
what's beautiful about golf is when you're playing with your boys, like even if you're competing, like things happen and you're like rooting them on because you want to see a hole-in-one. You want to see a great shot. You want to be like, oh, God, great shot. Like it's never like rooting against the guy.
Do you guys can do it in 2 years?
Yeah.
break 90 in 2 years.
If you took it as seriously as you say you're going to, yeah.
If you at least practice or played once a week, you need to practice at least once a week. Because, like, for me, if I was like your coach, I'd be like, Jay, we're going to the range, and we're gonna start with putting. Like, I think people don't understand how hard putting is.
You'll 5-putt.
Oh yeah, it was rough.
Every
I didn't
game.
practice putting, and it was rough.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
putting strokes will start adding up.
Yeah.
Like, putting
irons
I would
was like the fun part for me because and this is coming from a non-golf player at all. Yeah. It felt like what's the word I'm looking for? Like my room for error was a lot bigger, or a lot smaller than
90
anything else.
Is you shooting a 5 on every hole.
On what, like par 4s?
On every
Just every hole.
So you double bogey par 3s, you'd bogey par 4s, and you would
par 5s.
Yeah,
I ain't doing
that's 90.
Yeah, that's 90, player.
What's your best score ever?
75. But I say the best I ever shot was a 76 at TPC Las Vegas because of how hard the course is.
So there's
and the guy I played with, who we used to go at each other for money, so we're like similar golfers. I was a little better. Yeah. That day, he shot a 112 when I shot a 76. He had to watch me beat his ass by 40 strokes.
So there's a world where, like, no matter what I do, I'll never shoot a 75.
No.
I've done it a handful of times.
That's what I'm saying. You're like a really good golfer.
I've been playing for about 17 years now.
But so is golf one of those things where, like, because, like, there are ways where you could say, like, oh, as a baseball player, like, it doesn't matter how much training, how much whatever you do, like, you'll just never be able to successfully hit an MLB, right? That's something you could say. But with golf, I feel like there's not really something someone could do to stop you, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, like in basketball, there's a level where you have to just be physically gifted to be in the NBA.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how hard you train, how hard you do. Like, if you're just 5'5", like, I mean, there's anomalies, sure, but there's nothing you can do to be successful in the NBA. I feel like golf is one of those things where, like, exactly right. So there's a moment where you could just literally keep training and keep getting better at golf.
Yeah.
There's a point where, like, if you really wanted to, you could shoot, you could play tournaments and shit.
Well, so to kind of try and answer your question, I'm not an expert, but to become a scratch golfer, if you practiced for a super long time and you took it super serious, yes.
Like, anybody can do it, right?
But PGA Tour, you probably got to start when you're pretty young.
But why, though?
Like,
let's start at 15.
It's learning the swing, learning how to hit the ball. Like, it's different.
I watched Phil Mickelson, a video the other day. He was like, depending on the way the grass grows and how the ball's sitting in a lie is how he hits the shot. He has half shots, 3/4 shots, full shots. If the wind's blowing a certain way, if they're elevated or not elevated. He went
right. Things where, like, training doesn't come in. I mean,
just stuff you've experienced. You can learn it.
There's master classes on how those guys play. The golf ball they use matters. The clubs they use matters. The way their clubs are angled matters.
The length.
The shafts on the clubs. The everything.
So, like, let me ask you guys a question though. So, like, is Tiger not as good because he's getting older? Is that, like, age affects you in golf?
Surgeries,
like,
injuries,
sure, like,
it changes swing.
If Tiger Woods could drive a golf cart, he'd still be winning. It's walking the course. It's that grind. If Tiger could just drive a cart, he won't. Well,
they don't.
The PGA would probably be like, "We'll let you." He won't. He said that. They've asked him, like, "You mean so much to golf. If getting you a cart because of your injuries would keep you playing," he's like, "I'll never do that."
So he retired? He's done?
No, he's going to try to play majors. That's it.
But is that because because injuries have changed his swing?
When Tiger Woods was the best player in the world, he was still swinging the ball like 1,000 times a day. And he was the best in the world.
Well, yeah, you got to keep that status, sure.
So what I'm saying, it's hard. The game's hard.
But that's the same way in every sport, though. Like, when you're the best in basketball, you're still going to chuck up 500 shots a day. In baseball, you're still going to take 1,000 cuts a day.
Right, but you're talking about you never playing golf, really.
Yeah,
now you're wanting to be shooting what's taken me 17 years to do.
Can I put this into perspective for you?
Okay, but hold on. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go.
It didn't take you 17 years to be successful under 90, though.
No,
It probably took
But
you,
I mean-
5 years?
I'm
You're
built
shooting
different,
pretty-
player.
Okay.
Can I put this into perspective?
Yeah.
So I played when I was younger, like 7 to 10, but it was never like serious. It was like I'm playing baseball, but my dad would take me to the course, right? And then I played a little bit in high school with my friends, a little bit in college with my friends, a little bit in pro ball, and then kind of didn't play for a while. And now I'm just coming back. I usually shoot between 87 and 92. I'll go a couple strokes under that or over that occasionally. I swear on my life, I use a putter, a pitching wedge, a 7-iron, and a driver.
Well, that's what I've heard too, though.
I don't touch my 9, my 8, my 6, my 5.
Well, yeah, I've
my
heard,
woods.
like-
I can't hit all the shots that he can hit and other guys can hit, but I score low because I know my distances. But I basically like simplified as much as I can. I haven't even unlocked a flop shot. I hit all bump and runs. Like I am a very, very amateur golfer, and I played for a long time.
And I've heard though that like, unless you are serious about golf, like you don't use most of your clubs.
I use what's
like-
comfortable for me.
I
Because
use all my
He
clubs.
uses all his
Well,
clubs.
that's what I'm saying. But you're
Yeah.
serious at golf. But like you, out of 100, let's say you golf 100 times a year. How many times are you shooting over 90? Out of 100?
45, 50.
So you're like right on the cusp, but like half and half.
Yeah, like I'm like a 15 handicap.
And see, like that's where I would like. Again, I was telling you guys like a lot of my friends are getting into golf now because that's kind of the thing you do as you get older. So I want to get to a point where I could be like, because I've had buddies being like, "Hey, we're going golfing." Like Cody tells me all the time, and there's times I want to be like, "Bro, I want to tag along," but like I know that like for one, I'm competitive, and going with someone as good as Cody, I wouldn't feel right because he's really fucking good. I don't want to slow him down. I don't want to be in his way. I don't want to. Because golf is one of
You're
those
at
things
the
where-
spot right now. I wouldn't even take you to a course.
Exactly. So
You
like
practice.
You have no business being on a course
So I
until
went-
you can learn how to hit a golf ball.
I went with my friend Anthony Villasenor, who's a really good golfer, and it felt like I was interrupting his golf game because
Sure.
I've heard golf is like a mental thing, so you got to be kind of dialed in the whole way through if you want to have a good round.
I don't give a shit what other people do. It don't bother me.
Sure, but if I'm asking you, hey Cody, what should I use? Hey Cody, I don't know. Where's
I
this?
don't care.
That's
He does that the whole
what it is.
time.
I do it all the whole time.
He asked me, "What am I seeing on the putt?" I'm like, "Ah, it's
Right.
gonna do this.
I'm like, you think
What are some of the things I say? I go, "Well, Vegas is on a grade, so this is how the course breaks. I know it looks like it's doing this, but it's really doing this because we're going like that's how golf. It's
And
insane, bro.
these last-
You will hit putts where you're like, why did it go that way? And it's like, well, JW, because the strip's over there, and that's how it breaks.
Dude, there's the last 3 times that I've played since I started playing again. I played all 3 rounds with him. I've never putted better in my entire life because every putt I'm like, what do you
Yeah,
see
but
in
that's
here?
cool.
And
But
he sets me
I
up.
just don't want to be like.
But that's golf.
I get it, but I want to be good to where like I
Everyone
can shoot a
wants- everyone does.
95, 90 where we can still have a good round of golf. Like, yeah, I might still be a little bit behind you, but at least I'm not like shanking shit left where you're like, bro, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this dude. Like, he,
Yeah, but as long as you move, but
we're-
that's different.
It's expected though. Like we know
I
know
know,
that
but
going
that's
in.
not fun for me.
Well, then
As a competitive
you
person,
ain't never gonna break 90.
I
and you don't
am
get
because
over
I'm
that.
going to be competitive and I'm going to work on golfing. But I'm not going to go like, yeah, I'll go with you guys and like hang around, but I'm not going to go with you guys until I can at least shoot the ball straight.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't hit a driver,
I don't hit it straight all the time.
Yeah, but you do that on purpose because you need
No,
to.
so I fuck up. It's
I
hard.
do too.
The ball ain't moving, but it's
But if we're
hard.
gonna have fun, like it's not gonna be like, are you gonna like take the 2-stroke penalty, or you just tee it up again and shoot again?
Well,
Until-
on the road to 90, you can do whatever you want.
On the road to
Sure,
90,
that one that-
on the road to 90, I will literally help you.
April 4th, 2026. It's like, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
Good luck.
April 4th on 2026, I'm going to flip a tee to see who shoots first. And I'm going to go, good luck to you, sir, and don't fucking talk to me ever again.
Hey,
I'm
so
gonna have my own caddy. I'm gonna have him dressed like
Yeah.
in the match with the all
Oh, yeah.
overall.
We're going to have the whole get up.
so I think what would be cool is if you do a break 90, even a break 100 would be hard.
Break 100 would be amazing.
Let's do that. You got to break 100.
No, not for the bet.
Not
though.
for the bet.
Bet's break 90.
So you got to break 90. I got
After
to
this conversation, though,
hold on. I got to
I
break.
might
8.
have to change it to 100.
I got to break
too
80.
late.
I got to break.
It's
80.
not too late. That's no handshakes we're giving out here yet.
Okay, I got to break 80, and Cody's got to break.
Cody don't gotta break shit.
No, you got to break par.
I wanna
he does
break-
it all the time.
No, you got
I've
to break
never
par.
broken par.
Par 72.
72,
Usually 71.
I've never
sometimes.
shot under par for a round.
Most courses are 72.
Do you?
Literally, I just played amazing, and I shot a 76.
So, but let me ask you this though. Obviously, we know what I have to do: just work and figure things out.
Mhm.
You know what you need to do: just get more consistent. Where do you begin to say this is what I need to change to break par?
I have to put all of it together on the same day.
Yeah, but so how do you?
It's practice and playing.
Yeah, but
I'm in a really nice spot right now. I'm getting to where, what is it? Before the end of this year, I'm gonna shoot under par.
But the other thing is,
I'm in a really good spot.
The other thing is, when I play with him, in my mind, I'm not thinking I want to beat him today.
Yeah, you
at
want
all.
to be yourself.
I'm competing against myself, and even if I hit a bad shot, I have to stay positive, or else my round will go to shit. So like I'm trying to I'll hit a shot.
That took me forever. Now when I double bogey on the first hole, I'm like, all right, I got to get it back. One shot at a time. After I used to be like, fuck, round's over.
Like you guys know baseball, we always say short-term memory.
Yeah.
Golf is one of those ones where you have to have because it can spiral.
You know how you asked about, well, why is it golf a game that you got to play when you're young? Let me ask you, if I went and grabbed a softball bat out of the closet and I told you to hold it, you'd be able to tell me how many ounces it is, right? Without looking, you'd be able to. Is it 26?
Yeah, 26.5.
Why? Because you've done it your whole life, right? So golf, it's like these guys, they've had it in their hand. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like. It took forever. It took me a while to hit an iron and be like,
that was a good shot.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. The clipping it perfect, hitting it right, and then make that noise and it take off it's like, oh, and then be able to do it in a row multiple times.
Is golf something that so? Is it somewhere it clicks and you're like, oh shit?
Yes, the first time you snap one or you stick one and you're like, oh, that's the noise. That's what. Oh, I didn't feel it in my hands. Oh,
you almost know what you're chasing at that point.
Right.
I'm at the point now when I make a bad shot, I know what I did wrong. Yeah. I'm not sitting there going. It was for years going I don't know why I'm doing this. If I do something, I'm a lot of times not doing that again on the next shot.
I turned my club face, or I did this wrong.
I know where it went wrong, and that took forever to get my swing there. Yeah. Forever.
Well, and even when you do get that feeling of that's what it feels like, the next 10 iron shots you hit, you might feel that twice.
Yeah.
And the other 8, you're like, where'd it go? It's not one of those things where you get it and then you just have it. It's
also, too, the point of different clubs, this is going to sound like a dumb question. I'm just going to preface that before I even ask it. On every club, are you swinging 100%? Is that the point of dropping down?
I mean, he does.
Let's say I shot.
I do.
Okay, well, you're.
I don't.
Wow, thank you.
I just want to. No disrespect, Tyler. I'm going to ask the man that just shot a 76 a week ago.
I shot 82.
It's not 76. So,
fair point.
In my mind, as a non-golfer, I know that the driver is obviously the long driver. That's the thing that hit the farthest, right? There's the 3-wood, which is right under the driver, just a little less distance. There's the 5-wood. I heard people
I don't have a 5-wood. I go, for me, it goes from 3-wood to 3 hybrid.
What's a 3 hybrid? Is that a?
It's it looks like a iron, but it's shaped like a driver.
Here we go.
I'll show you. But
this is my hybrid.
It's as small as an iron, but it's shaped like a driver. Look.
This is a hybrid, so it looks like almost like a 3. It's smaller than a 3-wood, smaller than a driver, but has more of a club face. It's forgiving, so it bounces off the ground. Where an iron, you can dig into the ground. This really can't dig into the ground. It picks it right off the ground.
And you use that
a lot. Yeah, this is my 215 to 235.
I can't hit a club like that off
215, 235 right here.
So that's probably when I get somewhat decent, that's what my drives are going to be, huh?
I mean, I hit the ball far, so but I play with buddies back home that my buddy that's the pro. I play even him. I outdrive him sometimes. I play with the pros are so it's such another level. I hit balls far. All the guys I play with out here in Vegas, I'm usually the long hitter in the group. Yeah. My buddy, when I play golf with him back home, the pro, his ball laughs going over mine. Bye, Cody. Hi, how you doing down there? Laughs at it. Part of it. He smacks the middle of that club face every time.
Yeah.
He's got a good, beautiful swing. He knows what he's doing with his golf swing. His technology is huge.
Yeah.
Tyler's technology, is old, and if he had the up-to-date stuff, he'd be even hitting things further.
Yeah.
So golf technology, if you have clubs that are 10 years old, you are behind the 8 ball. So I have a good set where I add a piece here and there, like the driver. I try to update every few years. My 3 wood.
The old clubs, you just sell them off on like marketplace or something.
Yeah, but like my irons, like I'm comfortable with them. Maybe and then
because iron technology doesn't change much, does it? For irons,
yeah, all of it changes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like you can use
and the grooves get worn out on your club, so you'll start losing spin. You start doing this, and like.
So it's obviously not the same, but it's similar to like a softball bat. If I picked up a softball bat from 15 years ago, it's not going to be good now.
Right.
Like my clubs are from probably the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Oh, so you're way behind.
Yeah, like when he hits his, it just sounds like old, like it's like ding. It's like whoa.
They're my dad's hand-me-downs.
You know what's crazy? I hit a driver well one time, and I will say it's the best feeling I've ever had.
Feels
in my
great.
Like it felt better than hitting home runs. It's felt better than I used to bowl in high school. It felt better than throwing like a perfect strike, like hitting the pocket, and there's nothing that comes close. When I hit it, even Anthony was like he was waiting to be like, let's see, like he got this one, and I was like, I looked at myself, I was like, holy shit, that was the best feeling I've ever experienced in my life, and I've chased that high forever with golf, and I haven't matched it yet, and it's like, damn it.
I when you shoot like those bad rounds, dude, I swear, like when I have those rounds where I'm over a 90, just nothing's going right. It'll come to like the last hole, and all of a sudden you stick one to like
and you're like, bro,
4 feet, and you're like, well, that's what's got me coming back for the next one because it's the best feeling in the world.
I've heard golf is one of those things too, where like, for instance, you're a really good golfer and you've shot over those 90s. It's like you have those days in golf. It just is what it is. Like not every day is going to be a good round. And, like, that's got to suck. To pull up to the golf course, you're, like, ready.
That's the worst.
I'm ready. This is my round for the week. Like, and you just shoot like shit. And you're like, bro, are you serious?
But then it just makes you like, got to get back out here.
It's why it's addicting, dude, because it's like the only person that can control what happens is you.
Yeah,
there's no excuse. There's no like, what was that? That's not right. Like, that's why it's funny when these golf guys are like, how'd that go left? It's like, you hit it. That's how it went left.
You pushed it there.
They're like, how did that? Like, you did it.
You did it.
That's how I asked
you versus the course.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, for instance, the other day he was showing me the Bob does sports stuff, and he was telling me about the dude Fat Perez, and what was the other dude's name?
Joey Colcutt.
Yeah, so like he was just telling me like, I don't know, just like when I'm watching them, I'm like, bro, I wish I could just go do that. Like they were golfing with Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, and Sam Don. I'm like, bro, and they're having fun. They're winning. So I'm like, bro, like I want to do that, and it just sucks that like it's gonna take me years to catch up.
Well, you know what'd be fun is if we make like a TikTok series or something, and it's like you're trying to go under par, I'm trying to break 80 and hitting the 70s for the first time. You're trying to break 100 or 90, and
I think it'd be fun for the viewers too.
And then like once we break that, like we start playing scrambles, and like maybe we use your drive, we use my 7-iron, then we use your putt, or like.
Well, I want to do what we watched the video the other day where what were they playing?
A scramble.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like
even if you have a bad drive, you get to hit from where we hit our drive.
Well, yeah, and where Cody was kind of explaining the strategy was where it's like Bob, what did they call him what did they call him?
Bobby Fairways.
Bobby Fairways. So like it would be cool, like because he's telling the strategy, like if someone hits a good one, now you, like someone who you could just try to launch.
Like if we were in a scramble, we would go, if it was like us four, let's say, like it would be you first, Joey second, and then like let's say both of your drives were screwed. I'd probably go, Howard, how you feeling with your driver? And he'd be like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put my 3-wood down there, and I'd put it in the middle, and I'd be like,
and then let him unload.
I'd hit as hard as I could, yeah.
Can you switch it up every round?
Yeah.
You don't have to declare and keep it that way?
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not, like, if his driver just feels really good, and you're just going to let him kind of do his thing, and you kind of lay us up?
I'll put us in the middle, and then...
So that way I don't have to work. I'm like,
but like if
mine goes into the houses where
we're good. Yeah.
You put one in the middle. Now it's like Joey, go for it.
Now all you guys
can
do what you want.
Tyler, go for it, and then I'm gonna unload like in a scramble, and then we take the best one and we go play from there.
So for instance, Bob's he's just like
Bobby puts it down. Bobby puts it down the fairway, and then Joey and Fat Perez get to just swing away.
Off.
Right.
So it's good to have someone who can kind of just lay you guys up.
I get invited to scrambles a lot because I'm usually the guy that can like
put you on track.
Hit it. Like I played the scramble with Dodos. Dodos crushes the ball when he hits it. Dodos crushes the Buck Burner crushes the ball, and then Brad Ogden's like our steady Eddie down the middle who hits it good. Yeah. But like if Brad does that, then it's me, Buck, and Jim
and you guys just
coming at like like on swings. You know what I mean? Like, it's like whatever. But that's what that's the fun. Scrambles are fun, and that's a good way to like get going because too like
no matter how shitty I do, I'm not
you'll get to hit a shot from wherever we end up being in.
And what'll be cool is like I could be shitty the whole time, and let's just say I hit one good one.
Right.
Like, it's gonna feel good. Like damn, I did help.
Yeah.
Whereas if like obviously I'm gonna be ass most of the time, I don't hold the team back because
like if we decided to do like a scramble in like 6 months because you've been practicing, like you'll probably never once help us off the tee, but maybe you'll hit like when we're 110 yards out, maybe you'll put one closer than us. Maybe you make a putt for us. Like there's ways to have fun by doing it in the scramble.
And the other way is like let's say you hit your drive and it's right by the 150 marker, and then I unleash one and it's 60 yards from the green, but it's behind a bunker. We might use yours.
Oh yeah,
because we got a shot. We got a good look in. You know what I mean?
That'd be you play games. And the best case scenario would be for me somehow to get a good shot off the tee because now I can let Cody do what he wants. Like he's free to do what he wants.
Yeah, it's like a team game.
First, like if I suck and then Joey kind of shanks one and then
like for example, there was this hole that was a dog leg and it was over water and trees, but Brad went right down the middle.
You guys just tried to cut it,
and then so I cut it. I put one on a line, but I hit it too far. I went over the hole. And then Dodos hit one that had a beautiful draw, put it 6 feet from the hole. We made the putt. We had an eagle on a par 4.
And you just use his.
But if you were playing your own round, you're not going for those shots we did because it's not worth the risk.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's dope. You get to see a lot of good shots.
Oh yeah, so the imagination and like, what can I do here? What can I do there? It's fun.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be definitely interested in doing that for sure. Yeah. I think a series would be dope for the fans and stuff.
Yeah,
because then people could be locked in. Like, let's just say someone expedites it. Let's say Cody in 8 months is somehow like I'm shooting under par. Like
now he wants to break 70.
Yeah,
or something. Yeah.
Like let's just say obviously it's going to be rare. It probably won't happen.
Yeah.
Let's say like in 8 months, like we going around and I shoot like 81. Like, could you imagine? I'm just saying it wouldn't happen.
8 months, 81.
Listen, I hate the way he's looking at me because I'm already saying it's not going to happen. But just imagine if
you know, be sick too is if I won the fucking lotto.
Oh my god, this is why I hate.
It ain't gonna happen.
It could. You can't say it ain't. It could,
brother.
It won't.
You can't say that though.
I can't. I'm saying
actually, you can't.
But my best official round is 82.
I understand that, but it doesn't mean I can't do it.
Well, we'll see.
Boy. Let's just say right now, if I gave you a year to strike out Aaron Judge 10 times in a row, you'd say I can't do it. Well, what if you did?
I can't.
What if you did?
My arm is messed
okay. Well, that's different. You're hurt.
I could strike him out.
Okay. See, the podcast is over. I've said some crazy shit. That's his credit. You're not striking out Aaron Judge.
Cody, don't do that.
I can give you 100 at bats you wouldn't strike out once. You're out of your fucking mind, Joey.
10 at bats, I could get him once.
Cody.
Once.
God, bro.
Little fastball running in
that
fouls off.
Can we fairly say that that's the craziest statement than me saying I'll break 90 in a year?
No, not crazier, but crazier.
That's crazier.
No, it's not. Thank you.
Absolutely,
it's not crazier.
You've never seen me pitch, and I pitched my whole life.
Aaron is probably the best hitter in baseball right now.
I could get him once.
You're out of your fucking mind.
How do these guys throw 50 miles an hour and strike the guys out?
They don't strike them out.
They just get him the ground out.
I've never seen a position player. Actually, I saw it.
You're not throwing
Hernandez strikes people out.
Hey, Rizzo struck out Freeman that one year. That was kind of funny.
That's an anomaly.
Like a curveball.
I would just pepper that low and away slider that fucking Aaron Judge can't lay off of. And then he'd see the infamous 12-6 and just...
Infamous.
He'd see the infamous...
Yeah!
Infamous 12-6 and just fire.
All rise to the bench, bitch.
Dude.
You're out of your absolute mind.
That is crazy.
I'd get him.
I know.
Are you confident saying you really believe that?
One time out of 10
you
at-bats?
believe that?
Yeah.
Could you strike out Shohei in 10 at-bats?
Yeah. One time?
Is there an MLB player in your mind that you couldn't in 10 at-bats?
No.
Luis Arias, you're not striking him out in 10 at-bats.
Probably not. He'd slap it around. That's probably him.
In 10?
I mean, you're crazy.
Hopefully, well, let's get this podcast big where these challenges can happen.
Cody, at my best, it'd be hard for me to do that. I think when I was actually like full.
You guys have never seen me.
If you're
brother,
respectfully, Tyler, hear me out though. If you don't get hurt at your best when you were in the minors, you could strike them out in 10 at bats.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying it would be hard.
Of course, it would be hard.
You could do it though.
I could.
Dude, I sat on the couch watching baseball with Josh Towers, who used to play for the Yankees and Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And like we were going over like his lifetime numbers against certain guys, right? And like
he was a professional baseball player.
I know, but what I'm saying is like He was just a reliever starter. He wasn't like a
Just
MVP. He wasn't like an MVP or anything.
He's one of
in
the
league.
best 1,000 pitchers in the world.
Huh?
He's probably one of the best 500 pitchers in the world.
He made it to the bigs pitching.
My point is, you don't just go. Who was like the best hitter when he was playing was like Ichiro. Is what my point is. What I'm getting at. Ichiro was like the best hitter on the planet when he was pitching, and he owned him.
Let me say this.
Like some guys own people.
Let me say this into the mic. He was a professional baseball player. Thank you.
You guys are Josh Towers. Your guys' asses out.
That's fine.
Like,
Josh Towers. We're talking about Josh Towers, who was an MLB pitcher.
My point is,
he made it through the minors.
Just because somebody's the best player in baseball doesn't mean they hit everybody. They don't hit everybody.
They hit amateurs.
You got. I mean,
come on.
It's
You're playing a
crazy
game.
to me. This is crazy.
You're
that
playing
you
a game
believe
right
this.
now. You're dead ass.
You believe?
Yes.
You believe?
Cody.
Oh my
When
god!
was the last time you pitched in a sanctioned baseball game? There we go.
21 years ago, probably 22 years ago.
Dog, I was eating cereal, watching cartoons on a Saturday when you were last pitching in a sanctioned baseball game.
Well rested. Shoulders feeling good.
You might touch 70, poo. Maybe.
Oh, I'll throw over 70.
I don't. I wouldn't doubt you'd be 82, 84, but that's not going to strike out Aaron.
He's not low 80s. You're out of your mind.
I think you're low 80s.
No.
I'm probably still low 80s.
Yeah.
You're not low 80s, Cody.
Okay.
I've seen him throw.
I understand. Bro, we're not throwing a wiffle ball right now. We're throwing a base.
I've seen him throw a softball.
You guys are, brother.
I think he could touch 80.
I know I can.
I got a pocket radar in my car. You guys want to try it?
You guys are out of your fucking mind. You understand? Listen, Steven pitched in college.
Okay.
He pitched in the Sunday League probably a few months ago. He's only been out of college maybe 2 years. He was barely touching 80. Barely. Like, I mean, topping out. Like,
did he have injuries?
No.
What did he top out in college?
Like 86, 87?
See, that's... when did you top out at?
In high school, I threw 87.
He was 2 years removed from baseball. No injuries, no arm, and probably an arm fatigue.
But he plays softball and, like, still throws the ball.
Sure.
Like, did Steve just completely not play at all? And then
Johnny's barely throwing low 80s, and Johnny fucking fires the ball. He plays every day.
I think Johnny could throw 85.
Sure. You're saying Cody can touch 84?
82?
Brother.
80.
80?
When's the last time you pitched on a mound? Not sanctioned, just last time you pitched a baseball on a mound.
It's been a while, but I know how to throw a baseball.
I could give you 6 months, you're not striking out Aaron Judge. I could give you a pitching coach for 6 months, you're not striking out.
I don't need a pitching coach. Brother. I would just have to build my arm back up. That's it.
Cody, that's pretty wild. That's like, and the fact you compared yourself to Josh Towers is crazy.
I didn't compare myself to Josh Towers.
No, he didn't. He was just saying what Josh Towers said. He wasn't comparing.
I was saying was that, like, certain guys, like, it's baseball. There's a lot of randomness to it.
Would you be the guy that, like, is Aaron Judge's kryptonite?
I don't know. Maybe. I would know to pitch him.
You better call 30 MLB teams tomorrow, then. They would sign.
They don't need me. The Dodgers handled him fine. He didn't do shit.
Okay, but the Dodgers also have world-class pitchers on their team.
So they don't need me.
Okay, but 29 other teams do.
No, they don't.
Brother,
there's guys way better than me.
If they can bring you in for 3 hitters and one of them's Aaron Judge, you're getting jumped
I don't think I could go 3 hitters. Anymore. I'd have to build it up.
Are you gonna do 10
sure, but if they sign you, you got time to build it up.
If they're not going to sign me coming fresh off of shooting a 76 at Las Vegas Golf
Listen,
Club.
If they knew they could, Aaron Judge, bring him in, and you're canning him up like, brother, they're signing you.
You guys asked if I could came up one time, and I said yes.
That's wild.
He might go 9 for 9 with 9 bombs. 9 for 9 with 9 bombs. I'm going to get him.
You're throwing 3 strikes that Aaron Judge is either looking at or swinging and missing.
I'm throwing him off the plate and hoping he hits a couple foul, and then I slam the 12-6 on him, and he chases like he always does. That would be my game plan.
Holy shit.
I would live outside corner, put it right on the outside corner. Pow. He spits on it. Strike 1. Fastball in. He fouls it off. Hits it 500
So now let me
feet.
ask you this, Tyler, as the middleman here.
Thumbers.
Let's say once a week I got to golf, and once a week Cody got 10 ABs versus Aaron Judge, Jordan, Shohei, someone of that stature. What would happen first? Cody striking one of those guys out or me hitting 90? You're out of your fucking mind.
Thank you.
You're out of your
That's
mind.
Hey, but it wouldn't happen in the first 10 at-bats. It would take him probably 100 at-bats to strike out.
So 10 weeks, he's striking an MLB player.
Yeah.
You guys are out of your goddamn control.
10 weeks.
Yeah, you guys have lost your rocker.
That's a lot of ABs.
Brother.
The more ABs, the more randomness.
Listen,
that's my point.
We've got the social medias up,
But
correct?
10 at-bats is fucking insane. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Like 10 at-bats tomorrow, no, they're getting me. But if I get to build my arm back up and start throwing again, I could strike out a major league hitter.
I think you throwing 72 would be more effective than you throwing 80.
Yeah, you touch 80.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, all right, they're getting the heater. Like, I'm not like they're getting the heater right here.
You got 82 trail over the middle of Aaron Judge.
I'm like
700 feet.
No, yeah, I'm trying to throw movement and hit the pit. I'm gonna pitch. I'm not gonna overpower them.
Okay, can we flip this? If Shohei Ohtani was pitching and you had 10 at bats, would you put a ball in fair territory?
Yeah, I'd bunt.
That's easy.
If you swing, you got to swing.
No,
I'm taking my odds. Take my odds.
You would put a ball in fair territory?
I go into.
If I got a chance to just swing and I'm hitting something fair.
I go into the.
If it dribbles 5 feet to the mound, I hit it fair.
Where were we? We were at a batting cage. We were at a batting cage getting ready for a softball tournament, and the baseball was there, and I went in it, and it was like 70. I want to say. I think it was just 70, and
blew you away.
It felt. I mean, I started like. Gearing up, but hitting goes way quicker than throwing a baseball. So I think, I was a hitter. It felt 100 miles an hour.
What's the fastest you've seen?
Ever in my life?
Yeah.
94 off Aaron Blair.
So you're talking another 7 miles an hour?
Sure, but all I have to do is swing in the zone.
But did you make contact against Aaron Blair?
No.
So now you're at 7 miles
an hour. I also didn't get 10 at bat. This was just in BP. I had one really AB versus
That's so crazy.
No, hitting those guys. As good of a hitter as I was when I played, I'm not like
you would put a ball fair versus Ohtani before you strike him out. 100%.
I don't think so.
100.
I think I'm bailing out of the like I'm flinching. Like I don't think I
would swing every at bat. I have 30 swings to put a ball fair. I'm doing it. I don't care what. I'm getting that ball down.
I don't know.
I mean, he just keeps like doubling down on his.
Listen, we have a social media page, correct? I don't care how many followers we have. We need to put a poll up. Would you put a ball fair or would you strike Ohtani out first? I guarantee you it wouldn't even be close. You're not striking out Ohtani. You're not.
I
can take who's the worst everyday hitter in MLB that you can name off the top of your head right now? It's probably somebody on the Angels, if I had to guess. Let's just say it was
I think it's Austin Barnes on the Dodgers.
Joey Gallo?
I was going to say Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo. Who's the highest strikeout guy in the league, Joey Gallo?
Joey Gallo would take you fucking 500
feet. If you pitched against Joey Gallo in a week from now, 10 ABs, you're not striking Joey Gallo out.
A week from now? No, probably not.
6 months, you're not.
Yeah, I would.
No, you're not.
I'd get him.
Brother.
12-6 banger, dude.
12-6.
Yeah, off the first name that pops in, who's the worst MLB player that's hitting right now? That's like still hitting.
Isn't it like Martin Maldonado or something?
You're not striking Martin Maldonado out.
Yeah, I'd get him.
Brother.
You guys are both crazy, I think.
There might not be a AAA player you can strike out right now. That's it.
No.
I can call up the Aviators tomorrow. There's not a player on that roster you're striking out.
I don't know if you could strike out.
Those guys are bummed.
I don't know if you could strike out my high school kids.
I guarantee I could.
You probably wouldn't strike Johnny out right
Some
now.
Some of the better ones.
I bet you I could.
That's a video we can make happen.
Wait, could you strike me out?
Yes.
10 at bats?
Yes.
You're a PO.
But I can swing it.
Fucking his roommate's dog can strike you out.
I'm gonna start playing. I'll start playing catch with the baseball again.
What are you shaking on? A dog can't pitch a ball to you. Tyler, you're a PO. You pitch. You don't hit.
I can swing the bat.
Brother, let's start it out in a wiffle ball league.
Everyone does.
So look at. How do you guys want to do it? I'll pitch to your kids. I'll build my arm up, and
There's not a kid on that power roster you're striking out.
Okay.
A starter, you're not striking out.
Okay.
Not a starter.
I guarantee I do.
How about our top three?
You think a starter on your roster would strike out to Cody?
Put your starting lineup.
Top three.
Put your starting lineup and let me pitch against them one time,
buddy.
Brother, it might be 45-0 before you get an out.
They're pretty good.
Put your kids in a lineup and let me pitch against them. Let me build my arm up for a little bit, and I'll get it going.
Just for perspective, we have a shortstop going to LSU, a catcher going to TCU,
done,
and a first baseman going to Grand Canyon.
Done.
You better hope scouts ain't watching if he does cam up.
They've all started on varsity since their freshman year. Their career batting averages are over 400. All of them.
I'm a grown ass man.
They will destroy you.
There's kids in high school throwing harder than you. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll strike one of them out. Guarantee it.
One at bat each or 10?
10.
Why can't put your lineup or put three of the same fucking dudes? Whatever you want to do.
How many times do you want them to rotate? How many chances do you get?
I'm going to go through a lineup. So 9 at bats, I will strike somebody out.
They all get 3 at bats.
If that's what you want to do, or if you guys are so confident you said I can't strike out any kid, put your starting lineup. Let me face them all one time and see what happens.
Brother, you said you can't get to 3 guys.
I'm not talking high. I will do this.
By the time you get to the 6th hitter, you're going to be gassed.
That's a fair point.
No, I'm going to get outs. It's going to be like an inter squad thing or
if
something.
you walk your guys, does that count as an at bat, or do they got to stay in there?
It counts as an at bat. That's fine.
You might not camp Eric Sims.
You might not throw a lot of strikes. That might be a problem.
I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't know what I can do. The last time I pitched in a men's league, it was like I hadn't even pitched or nothing. I got up there and I pitched and got guys out. It was a long time ago. I know I can get my arm built back up. We don't need to talk about it. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. We can film it and I'll do it.
You know what we could honestly do? If you could do it, get Bryson Stott. See if he would do it while he's home or something.
Oh, he would.
Let's go. I'll try.
Just try it. I mean, ask him. What's he going to tell you? No, I can't do it.
Yeah, he's not home though. He's back. He's in spring training.
Well, now, sure.
You're saying in the off season,
but like, let's just say like.
No, let me build my arm up, and on a day that they're going to do, I'll come out and pitch, live pitching, and throw to their guys.
I don't know if the coach is going to let you do that.
I could try.
Oh, we're looking at you. What would he?
Well, he's pitching coach.
The
head coach is probably not going to let him pitch against.
I'll just have him stay after practice.
Yeah, I'll stay after practice.
That, yeah. And then we'll offer them some.
Yeah,
here's a gift card to Chick-fil-A or something.
I'll pay for their canes that day. They love canes.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
Or you bet on your kids. You say, look, if you guys don't strike out, I'll get Chick-fil-A for the team or something. We'll figure something out that's not too expensive. But if you guys KO, I laps.
One. I just got to strike out one.
So that'd be
and you guys don't think I'll strike out one?
What you need to do, this is what you need to do, Howard. You need to go to the kids and say, listen, out of all of you here, if you think...
I'm only using the top 3 guys.
Well, the one's injured. He can't.
No, he's played back.
Oh, he's back to catcher?
So why aren't you using the whole kids? Because you know I would strike out some of them.
Hold on. We started with Aaron Judge. So let's at least have
but then you guys said you can't strike out his lineup.
He did.
No. Time out. I didn't bring up the Palo kids. You did. I said AAA.
I said my
you
top
said
3.
none of my kids. You couldn't strike out any of my kids on Palo.
But you're confident with Aaron Judge, so why can't I use my top 3 high school hitter?
I'll fucking face whoever you fucking want, dude. I don't give a shit.
Okay, you can face.
God, I wish we could get Bryson to stop, brother. Fuck, because that's a major leaguer. Like, we have a major leaguer facing him. That's about as close as we'd get. Because I guarantee you, Bryson Stott's a better hitter than Joey Gallo is right now. So,
well, contact-wise, agreed.
I think this is what you need to do. At one of your practices, say, listen, I got a challenge for whoever wants to stay after practice. You guys don't camp, food on me. You guys do camp, I need laps. So you're betting on yourselves, and I'm betting on you guys. Whoever thinks they can make sure they don't strike out to this guy.
It's got to be before May 17th. That's our state championship.
We have a long time. We could get it done whenever.
I want
content we need to have.
I need a couple weeks. I just need to.
This is like Joey saying he could beat a UFC fighter.
I need to throw the ball a little bit.
You can pick the worst UFC fighter that has a contract he ain't beating.
I need to see how my arm feels. If it feels the way it's feeling right now when I've been throwing the ball lately, I'm like, yeah, I'll feel fine. I'll be good.
I'm down to see it happen.
Yeah, we don't need to keep going around the circle. I'm gonna do it.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think in a 3-minute round, do you think you could punch Floyd Mayweather in the face? You land a punch?
No.
You don't think you could land one?
No.
Right? I'm in the same boat.
No.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I've been waiting for this conversation. Listen, okay. I'm going to preface this to the viewers by saying we had this conversation a few weeks ago at the bar, okay? Cody Runnels believes that he could beat up Ronda Rousey in her prime.
Street fight.
It doesn't matter where you guys fight.
Yeah.
I don't give a hell.
We have words at a bar. She throws a drink in my face. I'm dropping her.
Excuse my language. She is fucking you up, Cody.
Nope.
Absolutely rocking your shit. We're not saying women. We don't condone men hitting women.
I could beat her up.
We're talking about a world-class UFC fighter.
I'd beat her up.
She'd fuck you up, dog.
Okay. Are you beating up Layla Ali, too, when she was in her prime?
When she was in her prime or right now?
It's a woman. She's in her prime.
I'd beat her up. Yeah, I'll beat her up.
In her prime, you're beating up Layla Ali.
Yeah.
My thing wasn't so much the strength side, it was the conditioning side.
I don't care about the conditioning side either. It's being able to,
the technique.
Fight. Good. That's what she does for a living. They got paid to do it.
She'd probably just take you down.
What are Marines? Are Marines paid killers? I knocked out a Marine outside of a bar one time. I don't give a fuck.
Marines don't train to fight.
What?
They train to kill. They don't train to knuckle up and fight you. Ronda Rousey gets paid to do that.
Oh, God. Okay.
You are dead. If she
lands a fucking punch, you're dead. She lands a kick, you're cooked.
I'm knocking her out.
She's gonna jump on your back and choke you out.
Black belt. She would fucking throw your ass.
She ain't throwing me nowhere.
You're not landing a punch, Cody. Respectfully, you're not.
Okay, that's fine.
You're not.
Cool.
What's Amanda?
You've been waiting for this conversation.
You're beating up Amanda Nunes too?
Any woman, if I had to fight a woman, I'm winning the fight.
I'm not sure Amanda Nunes is a woman. To be honest.
Any woman that if I had to fight a woman, I'm beating her up.
Okay, now what's crazier, that statement or me shooting 90?
In a year?
Yeah, a year.
90.
Hold on.
Brother, this isn't... It's Ronda Rousey we're talking about. We're not talking about some girl that's training in a karate class.
Respectfully, you shooting 90.
Oh my God, you guys are fucking insane. Insane.
Hey, it wouldn't happen, but he'd have a better chance than you.
So, no, obviously not, because eventually I could do it.
Not in a year, though. We're talking about a year.
So, give him...
Yeah, we're talking about your.
Give him a year to train, he'd have a better chance. Still wouldn't happen, sorry. Your conditioning would be gone in 20 seconds.
Well, no. If he trains, his conditioning would go up. Obviously, that's what you train for.
I think a year training, you think you're super conditioned for fights?
No.
Yeah. You're not.
If you haven't fought before, no.
Right.
I've fought in a lot.
There you go. Okay, maybe.
Still no.
These scars on my knuckles aren't from fucking playing tiddlywinks, I'll tell you that.
Tiddlywinks.
These are grown men's teeth in my fucking knuckles right here.
Mind-boggling, brother. Respectfully.
It's fine.
Could you beat the 125-pound men's division?
No.
What's the smallest?
There's
Of
not
a trained man fighter? No, I'm
None?
not beating any man fighter
None?
that's trained. Not a chance. I saw Joey working on his punches and kicks. Like, fucking kicks me in the knee, my leg's coming
Still
off.
right.
Like, it's not happening.
Rousey could do the same thing.
I guarantee you Ronda Rousey kicks 15 times harder than he does.
Do you think she kicks harder than you?
I'm not losing a fight to a woman.
That's just like
So there's not a woman on this planet you
It's a
don't think
mental
you can
thing.
beat up. Not a single one.
Is that just your?
Nope.
Is that your pride coming through?
100%.
No, it's just if I'm walking down the street and like some big bitch yells something at me, like I have to drop her, like it ain't
That
happening.
part's gotta get cut.
What?
Cut that.
Cut
Just
that.
some big bitch. God
Some big
damn.
old thick bitch says, "Hey, you shorty." Like I'm gonna go, "What? Excuse me?" And she's gonna go, "Hey, that's you cut in line." I go, "No, I didn't. I've been standing here." Well, we got problems. I guess we fucking do, sweetheart, and it's on.
Brother, oh my God. Like, it's crazy to me because part of me really believes he thinks this, and part of me is like, he's just doing this because he doesn't want to admit it. Like,
Gassing it up.
if Ronda
I'm not
Rousey was
gassing
behind
anything
you and you had a problem with Ronda Rousey, like, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? She kicks you. Your leg is broken the moment she kicks it. The moment
Or
you don't
dead,
have to
or
check
dead,
a kick. You
or
don't have to
dead.
check a kick from her. Anywhere she kicks on your body, like she kicks you in the ribs. Goodbye. Your ribs are broken. Like it's not like you can just take a kick and keep fighting her. No, she kicks you. It is over. Like
And then she'll
Somebody's
just,
calling
jump
the
on you
ambulance
and
for you.
strangle you to death or break
Oh.
your arm.
Oh, yeah, we'll see if she ever picks a fight with me. It's on.
Let me rephrase it a little bit. Do you think are you banking on your first shot is going to end the fight, or do you think
That's
that if
your
you guys
best shot.
or if you got into altercations back and
I'm
forth,
thinking I'm 230 pounds, and she's probably what? 140?
150,
fighting weight, she's probably one.
Well, she's fighting one.
35.
Well, you said a street fight. She walks around probably 15 pounds heavier than she
Okay,
fights.
so
at, so
150, 155.
So I got 80 pounds on her. Yeah, I'm taking her.
She's a black belt.
yeah, but you said you have 80 pounds. You said any man though, a 155-pound man, you still got 80 pounds.
It's
in
just a
too.
man's strength over a woman's strength is different. I mean, look at the women in the Olympics. They had men doing the powerlifting in the women's division. They shattered the world records by 400 pounds. Like, there's difference of man and woman strength. There just is. It's just obvious. Like the high school boys, like a high school boys soccer team, like a 16 and under soccer team,
Sure, yeah.
beat the women
sure.
national team like 10-0. Like
Okay.
it wasn't even
Okay.
close.
Hey.
Well, let me ask one last question on this
Go ahead.
topic because, like you said, we don't need to run around this thing all night. But so you said in a street fight. So in a cage fight, you're admitting you're losing to Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, it's like training. It's like glove. I'm like a street fight where it's just like a brawl. It's on.
Can I say something to be fair? You just compared the soccer thing. That would be like you training mixed martial arts your whole life, never turning pro, and then saying you could beat.
This is
Ronda
my thought. I'm in a bar. I bump shoulders with somebody.
Ronda
They
Rousey,
want to
not
fight.
somebody,
It's
Ronda
Ronda Rousey. we bump shoulders, and I'm like, oh, sorry. And she says, fuck you. I'm like, what? And then it's on. We fight. I'm not losing the fight. She'd have to kill me.
She might.
Okay, well, she'll have to.
She might.
She'll have to.
If we get to a point,
It's good to know that you two little girls will be running out the door, and I'll be fighting.
Joey, is Ronda Rousey fucking you up? So that's 3 girls that need.
Hold on. I didn't say I'd run. I'd get my fucking ass kicked and admit that I would, but I'd be there for you.
No, you wouldn't. You guys would run.
If we get to a point where they
Hey,
don't
look at J-Dub. What he's wearing? You think he's standing there and fighting for me? He's running out in his.
I'm not fighting. If Ronda starts fighting you,
You're
I'll
running.
I'll try to take her off of you. I'm not fighting her. Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, if she's focused on you, I might be able to sucker punch her or something.
Yeah, I'd hope.
Yeah, your best. Listen, I'll give you a puncher's chance. If you
your
somehow
first
connect the first one,
sure,
you could probably punch her lights out.
Hey, she gonna do this though.
But if you miss and you're out there like that on the brother, we might have to start saying like obituary cards out because it is ball game.
And we're not saying this to be assholes. We're saying this
That
because
lady
we're
is
rational
singing.
human beings.
I'm saying because, listen, if you don't train fighting, you're not beating up Ronda Rousey. You're not. There's not a single. If you don't train
And
to
he
fight,
trains, and he said he wouldn't win.
yeah,
He's a humble, nice guy. I'm not.
there's probably a woman on the UFC roster you could probably win
I have
against.
a couple women that I train with that meet up, and they're not.
You punch him in the face?
No, just.
Okay. Wrestling.
I
see. This is the thing. If I get in a brawl and I'm hitting somebody in their nose or their throat
Okay,
or
what
their
if you miss
mouth,
and she goes to grapple? What are you gonna do? How you
I
gonna get out
better
of
not
that?
miss, right?
So you're saying that's why I asked. Do you think it'd be your first punch, or do you think if you went back and forth with her, you could still win? Are you banking on the beginning of the fight, ending the fight?
I mean, that would be ideal. I've done that before in fights with grown men. I mean,
The problem is if you land and doesn't do anything, now you're in trouble. Like if it lands and she's just like, and now you're in trouble.
I would be stunned.
If you landed a clean shot and don't put her out, like that's where I'm like, okay, listen, like let's talk this out.
Really
I mean, we've seen what happens when she gets hit on the chin
By the heel of a foot.
Yeah.
Which is
Amanda Nunes fucked her up too.
Yeah, but we're speaking of other professional world class fighters.
Correct.
I could probably pick a woman off the UFC roster that I could beat up. I could find one, but it ain't Ronda.
Could you beat A'ja Wilson in a one-on-one basketball game?
I'm not very good at basketball anymore, so probably not. But her talking about beating NBA guys in one-on-one's a joke.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
she told Josh Hart she would 11-2 him.
Yeah,
that's a joke. She wouldn't score on.
There was a high school or college girl that said she beat Anthony Edwards.
I did see that. I saw that. Yeah,
not happening.
Yeah,
she's good at basketball, though. But respect
not happening.
No.
Right. Brittany Griner said she could beat.
If you put Josh Hart in the WNBA, he'd average 70 a game.
Maybe 100.
He would score, dude. So some of those women, like Cheryl Miller, scored like Cheryl Miller, Lisa Leslie scored 100 in a high school game. That's what Anthony Edwards, Josh Hart would do in the WNBA.
They would just pass him the ball. They wouldn't even play the game. You're not scoring on him. Like, but the scores would be 150-0, and they'd all be Josh Hart points.
Not 0. They'd score. Those girls, they could shoot and stuff.
Yeah,
but if Josh Hart, if whoever he's guarding is not scoring.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You could take the worst NBA player and the best WNBA player, and it wouldn't be close. Starting WNBA.
Caitlin Clark wouldn't get a shot off in the NBA.
She'd get smothered. You put, like, Kawhi Leonard on Caitlin Clark, like, good luck.
If he plays.
You could pick any of the players.
Who's the worst defensive player in the NBA?
You could take like Peyton Pritchard from the Celtics, and they're not scoring him.
James Harden would destroy the WNBA.
Yeah,
defense
I
and
agree.
offense.
That's something we all could agree on. It wouldn't be. Yeah. You could say this for any sport, really, except for any sport.
Softball. Softball's the only one there would be an equalizer.
Which, like Jenny Finch, fucking put pools down.
Major league players, baseball guys, it's a different game, right?
Yeah.
But if you had
because like Jenny Finch used to mow down the.
I remember her versus pools.
But if you had softball girls pitch their way against major league hitters, and you had major leaguers pitch their way against softball hitters,
baseball wins.
Eventually, I think the baseball guys, because the ball's bigger, like they're going to run into.
They would get it. They'd get it eventually.
Yeah, you give her.
I'm talking like world class Jenny Finch throwing. Yes. Like she could hold a major league lineup down with that.
Of course,
that would be a cool.
She wouldn't get one time through the lineup though.
Maybe I think she could.
The second time around,
she would.
She'd start getting touched. Like,
I mean, maybe.
I think, but it
But
would be a game
absolutely,
because
yeah.
pitching.
It'd be like 2-1.
Because pitching could like
with her pitching on a softball field, we're talking about, right? Not her on a major league size field.
Maybe meet
Yeah,
in the
from
middle.
60 feet, she's getting rocked.
No, she pitches
have
from
this,
her
have like
distance.
have like 2 fields, right? Like have a baseball field and then when
the fence retracts.
At
or just
45
2 fields and you just
40,
hop.
At 45, she'd get 2 times
She'd
the
fuck
lineup.
people up.
No, she'd pitch a good game. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
It'd be a low scoring game.
We got to think as baseball players, you've never seen risers, so like
The ball moves different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's coming
and
from a different
fast.
arm slot.
Well, and their equivalent from their distance is up in the hundreds.
Well, from when they're releasing.
I bet the girl softball players would like make contact baseball wise because of the quick swings, but they're not going to be like hitting homers and
Driving the
gappers.
ball.
They'd be like hitting base hits and putting it in play.
But you put like Paul Skeens on the mound versus the best softball player. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they got no chance.
I mean, he's mowing them down.
They would do. I would be interested to see that.
If he's throwing from a pitcher's perspective.
They swing so quick, like their game's
But
so
it's another
quick.
thing how MLB players
Like, do they
with,
turn into Luis Arias?
But the ball's smaller.
Probably.
The ball's smaller.
They probably put
The ball's
they
smaller.
put the play. They put ball in play a lot. Sure.
I bet they would.
But they wouldn't give any hits, if any.
They wouldn't go yard.
There's just not enough exit velo to get through the infield.
If you put the pitcher's mound at 60 feet on a softball field, I still don't think they hit home runs.
You're saying if a guy pitched on a softball field?
Yeah, but from 60 feet. Because from 45, they're definitely not touching it.
Well, sure.
It'd be 140 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But from 60 feet on a softball field, I don't think a softball guy's taking Paul Skeens deep.
No.
But equivalent from the 45, they're pitching at like almost 100 miles an hour. So it's not much of a difference, but I think it's because they're coming from here versus where they're seeing it from here and
bigger ball.
Bigger, yeah.
It would take both sides a while to adjust.
I think the baseball would adjust quicker.
It'd be very interesting to see. I think it'd be a good thing to watch.
Because we did that game in high school, and it was like softball players versus baseball. But we were playing softball, and they weren't world class, obviously, the pitchers, but like it was weird in the first round of at bats, and then second time through, like I literally hit a ball off. I broke a girl's leg hitting a line drive up the middle. I got like she threw something, and it was like it was like not wanting to strike out and ripped one up the middle, hit her and chipped a bone off her leg or something.
You know Tasha?
So like think about what
from softball. She's married to Tommy.
If I saw her, I'd know.
From Aztecs and shit.
If I saw her, I'd know her.
It was almost similar. I was just trying to go bomb. Like we have one left. It was at Arroyo. I'm like, I'm just gonna get into one because girls on co-ed they play on that side.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm just gonna get on top of this one, bro. I swung and like.
She playing first or right?
She was playing first.
First.
And in my mind, like when I make contact, I'm like, holy, this is like in the street. Like I'm clearing this net. I hit it and I'm like, where the fuck's the ball at? And I look and Tasha's on the ground, bro. Her leg, it was one of the scariest sights I've ever seen. Because it wasn't broken or nothing, but like instantly her leg was black. Like as if she had pants on.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt so bad. It was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life. Like she sent me pictures after. It was black all the way up to like her thigh.
Wow.
Like you could see like the stitches. I'm like, oh my God. Like it was that before I was like, I'm never playing co-ed again. If I do, I'm just going to go backside every swing.
Yeah.
If I hit the pitcher, it's going to be a guy. I'll be fine. I've never pulled another ball ever again in co-ed. It's the scariest moment of my life. I thought I literally shattered a leg.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well,
that's another thing with MLB though. Like if they do make contact off Jenny Finch, like
watch out.
Imagine young Carlos Stanton getting into one.
Give her an L screen.
Imagine Ellie.
Any Judge, Shohei. Shohei's exit velos, imagine? I might put a hole through somebody, bro. They're not ready to field that. And just imagine how far those balls would go if they got into one on a softball field.
Dude.
It might end up in the next county.
Something funny about that. So when I was in college, my wife played softball at the same college. Yeah. So we went and took.
Is that you guys met?
Yeah. That's
really?
Yep. So she was a freshman, I was a sophomore. We were both playing, and we went and took BP on the softball field. And so I took a few out righty and doubling the distance of the field, like 340, 350 feet, whatever. And so I'm like, let me try to hit lefty. So I go up lefty, and she's just lobbing them to me, She lobs one. I mean, you can get it out from both sides pretty easily. You lift it, it's gone.
That reminds me, remember back in the days, I don't know if you played Little League. You guys played Little League. Yeah. Remember how going from majors to juniors, you obviously go to the bigger field. I remember like one practice when we were playing juniors, the field was taken, so we had to practice on a major field. Dog, I was launching them bitches, bro. Like, I remember I was looking at the coach, and the coach was like, bro, you're not cool. Like,
Right.
who gives a fuck?
Hitting 270
But me, I'm
miles.
just like, you can't fuck. I'm hitting cars and shit in the parking lot, bro. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, does Shonda pitch?
Yeah.
Have you ever faced her?
I've caught her bullpens, but I've never.
You should have faced
Gas?
her,
She, I mean, like low 60s.
Is that gas?
which is pretty fast for softball girls, right?
I mean, like the best in the
Or
world
touching
are
like
75,
70,
78, but
So
She was like low
she'd be
60s.
like probably mid 80s, like a baseball.
yeah, probably.
So she's still throwing. She's getting up there, and it was 60s from 45.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty firm.
You think you'd be able to hit her?
Yeah,
You think so?
she knows it. But every time she asks me, she's like, "Let me pitch against you." I go, "Let me pitch against you," and she's like, "No thanks."
What? That's not even. You can't. No. Is it you that doesn't want to do it, or you guys just never talked about it?
I don't want to hurt her if I accidentally hit one middle.
What?
I know I could hit
She
it.
couldn't pitch with a screen.
I know I could hit it.
She could put a no. I want to see that.
They don't have girl softball screens?
They might the ones with just the holes in like the
So she'd have to get
spot,
it
like
through
it's not an L screen. It's like a square screen, and there's a hole where you would throw.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you guys do that?
We could set it up.
I think she's canning your shit up, respectfully.
Brother. No.
I don't think
You
so.
don't think so?
Not if he's telling me it's low 60s.
Yeah, from 45, it's not 60 though. It's a lot faster than what 60 was.
Ball's this big, brother.
Looks
like a beach ball. No offense, but
I'll take Shonda's side. I think she's canning all our shit up, respect. Bro, think about it. She throws you the first riser, you're like, what the fuck was that?
yeah,
Like catching, is it different when you caught her, bullpens?
it's weird. She didn't throw a riser. She threw curveball, screwball, fastball, changeup. So it's like right,
Jesus Christ.
left, down, and straight.
Seeing that movement from that arm slot's got to be like, what the fuck did you just throw at me?
It's weird.
That was
It's
some
weird.
wizardry.
Yeah, it's weird.
I got a question for you guys. I'm going to give you 4 different options. You can pick one.
Okay.
And this is like tomorrow. You don't get to practice. You don't get to get back in whatever. Are you taking a layup for 10K? Are you taking a free throw for 100K? Are you taking a 3-pointer for $1 million or a half-court shot for $10 million?
NBA
You
regulations?
have one chance. Yep.
NBA court?
Yep.
You can go first.
What's the free throw?
100K. So it's 10 times everything.
Give me a free throw.
100K?
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Corner 3?
Anywhere on the 3-point line, you get to pick.
I'm still going free throw. Free throw for 100.
I
I could walk to a court right now and hit free
I
throws.
think I'm taking the free throw.
I'd take a 3.
Joey?
Shoot a 3?
Yeah.
Free throw?
Yeah.
Because like,
And I don't even know if I'll hit it then, but at least
Right.
it's like a rhythm thing.
Well, see,
right?
my thing to me is like, you can make the layup for 10K, and I'm not going to say 10K is not.
but you can make that in a couple months.
That's not a lot of money.
Yeah, or
Like,
a month if, you're
you
balling.
gave all this 10K right now, it's not going to make you very far. I mean,
it would help. But,
it would definitely help.
But yeah.
Like
But I'm taking the chance for the
100K, you can make some moves.
Because I mean, we were just watching that Mr. Beast thing, and we kept watching
Yeah.
like, when would you quit? When would you
Yeah.
quit?
At
I'm like,
100K.
100K is a number where
100K
if I'm on
is-
a game show or you're
Yeah.
giving me an opportunity like that, like 100, I'll take the 100K.
100K, you can put a down payment on the crib. You can almost pay off a good amount. Pay off a car if you have a car. You can put it towards a business. You can make moves with 100K. 10K, it's like I'm stress free for a couple
I would
months.
just sit
you know
on
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with
Put
that.
you don't have to worry about getting groceries and gas and shit like that, but it's not enough to change your life.
Right.
Where like as a 3-pointer, like yeah, you make $1 million, but I would feel like shit missing it where I could have shot a free throw for still a good amount of money. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean, the only reason why I would pick it is, I played basketball my whole life, and I was a 3-and-D guard my whole life.
One shot.
One shot.
Like
Gotta hit it. Gotta hit it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're just telling me like go out to the court right now.
yep.
Like I don't get to like all right,
Nope.
warm up a little
You
bit.
don't get to warm up and shoot a little bit and then shoot. No, like
Free throw.
we drive to Walmart, buy a basketball, we pick any court you want, and you have to just shoot
One
it.
shot.
I might go free throw then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free throw.
I mean, if I don't warm up,
Like if
take
I had
two
to
shots,
shoot a couple shots for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably take the
or if
three,
you had like a
sure,
week, like
but,
next week,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
but if it's on the spot, like
Free throw.
yeah, not a chance.
I'll probably choose the free throw then.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a consensus answer I've got from people I've asked for sure.
Right.
I got one more fun one. If you got a chance to get $100 million, but for the next 10 years, you had to avoid a serial killer who couldn't run, can't drive a car, but if they touch you, you lose the challenge. And if you kill them, you get 2 days, and then they regenerate and they're back again. So they can take planes, and they can take a bus. That's the only two options. They can't. They can take a boat, but like they're just gonna fly wherever they have to go. And they start on the other side of the world, and you don't know where they are. You can't track them.
10 years.
10 years. You taking it?
100 million.
Yeah.
What did you say? They can't what?
So they can't drive a car. Like they can't. They can only take like public transportation. So like
to find me.
Yes.
So I got to hide for 10 years to get $100 million.
Yeah.
They're constantly on a search for you.
Yeah.
Do I know who this person is?
No.
What about once I kill them? Once
he said
they regenerate in 2 days.
But then I would know who they are after that.
I mean, their appearance would change again.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like you could kill them, take the 2 days, and try to get as far as possible away again. But like, see, because the original question was like a snail, but like it'd be easy. I would just trap the snail or fly the whole time. Like it would, but like a serial killer chase like that. Imagine how the paranoia for 10 years.
Exactly.
So
I don't know if it's worth your mental health.
I'm taking it. The
Okay.
challenge.
Okay.
Anybody that comes up to me. Let me ask more questions.
Okay.
And like, let's say somebody's trying to they can shoot me from a distance.
No, they have to touch you.
They have to touch me.
Yes.
Okay, so when they're like, if I'm walking down the street and somebody's walking, like I notice somebody's following me, am I able to go like, "Are you the serial killer?"
You would just.
I mean, a serial killer is going to tell you no.
They can't run.
They're not going to tell you I'm here to kill you.
Okay.
They can only walk.
Yeah, they can't run. They can only walk.
10 years, 100 million. I just can't get touched.
Yep.
Here's the weird one. If you said they can fly, right?
Yep.
So they start on the other side of the world.
Yep.
Okay. Challenge starts now.
They know where I'm at all times.
They know where you are to start the challenge. So, like, let's say it started. Serial killer would be like, okay, he's located at this apartment in Vegas. I need a flight to Vegas.
He would take a flight
now
to Vegas.
He's looking for
So
you.
the problem is, you go to sleep. Within 8 hours, he can get to you. Probably.
You better. That's part of the challenge. Do you sleep an hour and hope somebody's watching over your back?
For 10 years, you can't sleep 1 hour.
You
every once in
could.
a while.
You could.
Yeah, I'm taking the challenge.
Think about it. You hop on a plane. This is say like you have 100 million. Buy a PJ with just you and the pilot and sleep. Just have them fly you across the world while you're sleeping, and then you land and now you're living there. Hop on another plane, you sleep, land somewhere else.
So every night you're taking a PJ.
This is part of the challenge. Like, this is the part of the challenge. How would you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you take a private jet every night.
You know, I mean, that's not the only way to sleep. I'm just saying that's an option.
That's the safest way.
Or someone you trust.
I'd get an upstairs apartment. One.
Or it's like, I know my girlfriend's not the killer, so I'd have her drive me around my sleep. Like, buy a Sprinter van and just drive me around.
Because he can only walk once he's on the ground.
I'm getting an upstairs apartment. I mean, I'm locking my door in a crazy way. I'm boarding up windows.
He's gonna
but
wait
I'm probably
outside for you. You can't leave. How you gonna leave?
But I can't fight him.
Oh, yeah, you can kill him, I guess.
I mean, yeah, but
But what if he touches you while you're trying to kill him?
So essentially, it's like.
I mean, I'm getting a gun and I'm popping this fool if he's sitting outside my door every time.
That's a fair point.
Okay, but then like, you just live out in front of your door every time.
No, I'd be constantly moving, but I'd have to sleep, right? So like,
the point of the question is kind of just like, is it worth being paranoid and just your mental
for
just
10 years
being fucked for 10 years?
What happens if he gets me? I die.
Yeah. It's like, you know, like you would never be able to like live comfortably. That's the problem. For 10 years, you wouldn't be able to enjoy the money. You can't go on vacation and enjoy your vacation. Like, you're gonna go somewhere and be like, what if he's here? You know what I mean? So
I think I could grind 10 years.
I mean,
that's 10 years of your life. I'm 40, so I'd be 50. If I was 20, I'd do it.
See, I think the question's good. Would you take it?
I would not take it.
You wouldn't?
No way.
I don't think I would either.
No?
Mm-mm.
But mentally, no. I can't.
It's like, it's really easy to be like, yeah, I'll take it. But then you sit and think, and you're like, I'd be tortured for 10 straight.
Yeah.
You would, like, we can do the podcast. You'd be like, what if he's outside my window?
Well, especially if he can fly, what's the farthest flight in the world end to end?
probably here to. I mean, I don't know.
Why don't you just have to keep people with you?
It'd be like Eastern Europe or Australia or because if you go the other way, you get to Japan pretty fast. So
but if I'm a serial killer, like eventually I'll work my way through the people you know. Just pay people off here. Hey, I got $1 million. Let me get in. Boom, there you're dead.
I mean, something like it's too much.
Oh, he has unlimited funds.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know who the serial killer is. I'm not going to personally pick him, but what if he is rich? That's something you would have to think about, like running away.
You don't know what his capabilities
are.
Like,
is he rich? Like he has unavailable or unlimited funds when it comes to, like flying and shit. Like if he needs a flight, like all that shit's taken care of. But like, so essentially, it'd be almost like think about it like this: someone offered you $100 million to hide from this guy for 10 years, and someone offered him $100 million to come kill you. He's got 10 years to come kill you. So it's like
pretty good.
But then you know what I mean? Like it's easy to be like, yeah, I'll take it, but I don't know if 10 years, that's a long fucking time, bro. To never be able to, you can't go shopping.
You can't mess up once.
Supercar, like you can't do nothing with that money. You just got to sit on it and use it to run for the next 10 years of your life.
So I think I heard another one. The object might be different, but it's the same concept. If you had 24 hours to hide like a needle or like something super small, hide it in your house somewhere, and then after that 24 hours is up and it's been hidden, the FBI gets 24 hours to search your house. If they find it, you like go to jail for life, and if they don't find it, you get like $10 million. Do you think you could hide?
What's the item? Let's pick an item and then we'll discuss if we do it.
Let's do a penny. You gotta hide a penny in your house.
See, a penny's if it was a needle, it'd be a lot easier. But a penny?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do a penny.
And then
you can put it up in your roof. You could put it in the bottom rack of the microwave. You could cut a hole and like put it in there and then try to reseal it and make it look perfect. Like you could do whatever you want.
Put it in my butt?
No, it's got to be in the house. Yeah, it's got to be in the house.
I mean, if it's the FBI,
you could unscrew the light on that ceiling fan and put it in there and then reseal it.
I mean, my apartment's small. If I had a house,
right?
Yeah, if it was this exact 24 hours, like the FBI is turning this shit upside down. They're finding it.
Right.
But like where? My question would be like where? Like what would you pick? It's crazy because like you would think probably the most obscure spots you'd pick, they'd be thinking about.
Right.
I would tape the penny to the inside of the toilet paper holder. Inside the plastic. Or tape it.
This is what
tape it to the inside of the sink drain.
That's a good spot. I was thinking, going on Kyle, what if you like in between where the paper and the toilet paper roll are, what if you put it in there? Like they're not gonna unravel the entire piece.
They might.
That's it's like
you know.
Ooh.
Or the only
because they also know they're looking for a penny.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's like, would they rip the walls out? Because if not, a good spot would be to put it in the wall.
Oh, they'll demo
a penny-sized hole, and then to have a professional wall or whatever the fuck they do, install it and paint over it and make it look clean.
I mean, they could demo. They can bring in a sledgehammer.
What about like taping like? Nah, they would look for that. On top of like the fan blade, they would just look up there.
Right.
What about like inside your TV?
Or even like throw it down that fucking vent. But I'm sure they'd check the vents.
Like what if you put it inside the TV to where the TV would still work?
Like try to pull it open and just drop it down in there and close it back up.
And imagine you had to sit there and watch for the 24 hours.
Yeah, like you're sitting right here and they're going through it, you're just like.
Oh, I would close my eyes.
You would have
so they didn't read anything.
Or if they put you in a room where they couldn't see, and you got to watch, like.
That'd be nerve-wracking. You're like, dude, they're so fucking close. Like,
and you know that life's on the line. If they find this penny, you go to prison.
I think I would do that because remember on the Mr. Beast games, he had the Navy SEALs searching for people on the island, and they didn't.
They found them, and then
they found one person. They went right by that one girl. There was 10 people.
They had to like camouflage themselves or something.
They were like dressed in blue, so they had no camo. They had to like kind of like cover themselves up in mud or leaves, and like. There was times they were right on somebody, and they were like, "Nah, nobody's here," and kept going.
Wow.
What if you put it in like a ketchup bottle or something? That might be smart.
They're going to go through everything in that fridge.
Yeah, but they're going to cut the ketchup open.
They might.
That's probably where I'd go. I'm putting it in some type of sauce bottle. Because like if you put it in like a hot sauce bottle,
imagine they come walking up and it's all covered in ketchup. Like, we got you, motherfucker.
Wait, hold on. What if you put it in the ketchup bottle? Had a full ketchup bottle in there. Threw the original ketchup bottle that the penny's in the garbage.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Covered up the garbage and then put a new garbage sack in. So now it's in 2 layers of garbage sacks and inside of a ketchup bottle inside the garbage.
If I'm at that first place, I'm looking at your trash can.
Probably.
I think I'm taking a dump in my toilet, putting it in the toilet, and then they go to flush it, and the penny can just go.
Man, if they're shitting there, they're probably going to search.
Like, this is where you put it.
I think putting it somewhere obvious would be a little bit. You think it'd be better?
It's right here.
I'd try to go.
Okay.
I'd try to go pipe something with the pipes.
Yeah.
Putting it like inside of like a light or something.
No,
pipes. What about you, Joey? Would you take it? So you hide a penny, life's on the line if they find it. You go life prison for life, or you get $100 million if they don't find it. 24 hours.
100 million? A billion.
You don't like taking
$1 billion?
The money ain't man.
Yeah, the money's the problem. The problem is if they find it, your life's over. That's the bigger problem. What if it was 10 years in prison?
10 years in prison, or $10 million.
I'm taking the risk for 10 years. Yeah.
Or $10 million.
You know another good one, and I like these because it gets conversation good.
Yeah.
We had this conversation on the game. You this is gonna be new for you. There's a 12-seater plane. Okay. 3 seats of this 12-seater plane are ejected randomly. If your seat's not ejected, you get $100 million. Are you taking that chance?
How many seats are there?
12.
And how many ejected?
3.
You have
So you're 25. You have a 75% chance of living.
I'm not.
Of living?
Yep.
And getting the money.
Yeah, of course. It's 75% chance. That's 3 out of 12.
And 25% chance of dying by getting ejected out of the plane.
I wouldn't do it.
No?
No, me neither.
No.
There's not a world where I'm not taking this chance.
I would do it.
Wow.
I'd do it.
The shitty part is if you die, like your family don't get the money, you don't win.
Yeah.
So like, I'm taking a chance. And it's funny because the top comment it says either way I don't have to work tomorrow. I said that's crazy.
It's true.
I mean it's obvious for me and you. We're saying yes. Do you think given the actual opportunity you could say yes though? And I hate to be that person, but
It'd be hard.
you have a son, a wife, like could you look at Hayes and be like, Bubba, like dad's gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'd say to him?
okay.
I'm gonna change your fucking life tomorrow.
Either way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, either way. Oh,
good or bad,
shit.
bud. 75% chance is a good enough percentage for me to do it.
What if it was 80% chance, Cody? No? So let's say 10-seater plane, 2 seats are ejected.
10-seater, 2 seats ejected.
Nah.
10-seater plane, 1 seat's ejected.
90%.
That'd be the biggest fucking sweat of your life, dog. Holy shit.
For $100 million, I would do that in a fucking heartbeat. A heartbeat.
It makes me sick to my stomach thinking of my seat ejecting.
I know, but like it's 10%.
10%.
Yeah, 10%.
Oh my God.
It's $100 million.
Somebody has to die.
Just imagine the countdown.
If someone walked up to you and
Well,
was
let's just say this. We'll say this. We'll say
All
this. No one else has to die. It's just you getting on the plane, but one of those 10 seats are getting ejected.
yeah, it's not other people with you. It's just you by yourself on a 10-seater plane. Hey, sir, please pick your seat. You go pick your seat.
And just imagine you have to look at the clock, count down to when the seats get ejected. It's like 15, 14.
And all of a sudden, boom! The one right next to you is like, oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
And they're like, oh, sorry, we had a malfunction. That's not
You
the
wouldn't
right
do
seat.
it. You wouldn't do it. So if someone walked up to you and was like, hey, sir, I'm going to give you a 90% chance to win $100 million, and there's a 10% chance you're going to die in whatever I choose. You wouldn't even think about it?
What if it was
Think about it.
So I just want to do this to see how far it would take. A 50-seater plane, 1 seat's ejected. You saying yes?
Oh, 50?
50.
50.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to see how far it had to go
going
before
50.
Cody to say yes.
1 in 20.
10, 12,
Not 20.
It's 5%.
5% chance I die. 95% chance I got $100 million.
Pretty fucking good odds, man.
Actually, that's a really good odds.
Like, how do you say no?
Yeah, actually.
It's hard.
I mean, me and you were saying
Yes.
yeah.
So 3 and 12.
Yeah, 3 and 12.
I call bullshit on that. You guys ain't taking that.
I'm not
No.
in the moment. I might not, but just sitting here right now, like I would do.
You
it.
guys ain't taking that.
I would do it.
You guys can say you are, but you ain't.
I mean, how do you say no to it? It's only 3 people out of 12 getting ejected. Like, how do you say no to that?
Because that person could be me. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, but like,
It's just random. Is it worth your life?
Okay, so now let me rephrase it again. It's 3 out of 12, but the 3 seats getting ejected are getting 30 years in prison.
So you get a parachute and you float down, then you're in 30 years in prison.
Yeah.
Or the other.
So the rest of my life.
Or
not really. You get out at 70.
Or the other 9.
I
you
ain't
get
making
100
it to 70.
I mean, what it comes down to is like it's almost greed. Like, do you value? But it's like you can.
To me though, like
you change your life,
and we're all gonna die someday, brother.
That's another
Let's
thing.
go fucking ball out. With 100 mil, we'd all be fucking.
You can ball out a different way then.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I'm not doing it.
Appreciate it.
Would you do it if you knew all 12 people?
No, because 3 years.
That's a good.
All right.
That's really
Now let's talk.
It's almost like that. You guys remember? I think it was a movie. I don't know the name of it, but it was called The Box or something.
Snakes on a Plane.
No, well, yeah. But where like you press the button and someone random that you know dies, but you get 100 million.
What?
No shot.
If I know the person, there's no shot.
But what if it's someone you hate? Someone you don't fuck with? Someone.
What if it's somebody I love?
That's kind of the give and
no
take.
Shot. No shot.
You're not doing it?
Nope.
Everyone I've ever met in my entire life, it's like thousands upon thousands of people.
Anybody,
or is it people that I've like spent quality time with?
Anybody you know, like you know them.
So like me and Cody played around the other day. We met a guy. That guy
does he have kids?
No.
How do you know? He told you that?
Yeah. We talked to him.
Where does he work at?
I don't know if he has kids or not.
What does he do for work?
That's a good question.
You don't know him. So
we know that he played tennis in high school in California.
What
I didn't know
school
that.
was it?
Yes, you did.
I didn't
We
hear
asked him
What
about
school was it?
Oh, what was the school?
I don't know.
You don't know him.
You said,
I don't know.
Hold on.
You have to like.
Hold on.
That doesn't count. I didn't know those
I know,
guys.
but you said it was.
I don't even know their names.
You said the school was a powerhouse.
That's besides the fucking point here. We're getting way off. Listen,
I'm still trying. Let me just figure this out real quick.
I don't remember.
Brother, he was like, I went to this high school, and you were like, oh, that's like a powerhouse school.
Oh, the Asian kid,
Yes.
Centennial.
Centennial High School
Chris.
in California. Chris. See, he knows.
I thought you were talking about Mahmood.
No, not Mahmood.
listen, the point is there's people in my life that, I mean, hey, they go that it is what it is. Sorry, pal, it's you. But there's
crazy.
obviously people, you don't know somebody in your life where you,
If they died, I'd be happy about it. I don't think so.
I'm not happy, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, there's a couple I
it's just
got.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that happened to him, and I'm rich now. But there's obviously people where it's like, kill me after they go. You know what I mean? It's like, do you take that chance? Like anybody you know, someone you
No.
just like.
I'd say no.
No, Joey.
No shot.
He's like,
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't. But like, damn, bro, that would be a hell of a situation, bro.
All right. Well, on that note,
see you guys next week. Peace.
that was a weak send off.
Yeah, we're cutting that. Cody, give us a real one, though.
All right, man. That was episode 3 of the Water Cooler Boys podcast. Appreciate you joining. Joey for joining us. J-Dub, Tyler, thank you.
Yeah, if you guys hear us
Big
talking to
C-Run.
Joey, he's behind the scene. He's holding us down, man. So he's making all this possible.
Don't
for
cut
us.
me off again, and
Fuck
have a
you,
good
Cody.
rest of the night.
Peace.
Oh.